Picture this. You're walking past a basketball court, minding your own business, when suddenly you notice it. That weird, dangly little white thing hanging under the metal hoop. It's not quite a curtain, not quite a hammock, definitely not a fashion statement. But somehow, every single hoop in the world insists on wearing this tiny, stringy skirt. And if you've ever seen a game without a net, you know something feels wrong. Like the hoop is missing pants, or like someone shaved off its eyebrows. You know something important is gone, but you can't explain why. That mysterious little cluster of strings does something crucial, something the entire sport depends on. And most people never think about it. But today, we're going to crack the case of the hoop's fashion choice and why basketball would basically fall apart without it. I'm Professor Everything, and today we'll be answering the question, why do basketball hoops have nets? Right here on Explaining Everything. Let's rewind to 1891, when Dr. James Naismith invented basketball. He was a PE teacher, not a medical doctor, so the only thing he could diagnose was boredom. And that winter, his students were bored out of their minds. So he grabbed a soccer ball, hung up a peach basket, and said, "All right, boys, throw this in there." Boom. Basketball was born. But there was one huge problem. Every time someone scored, they had to bring out a ladder and poke the ball out of the basket with a stick. Imagine watching an NBA game today where someone makes a shot and then a guy in a suit runs onto the court with a broom like, "One moment, please, sir." Eventually, Naismith said, "Okay, this is stupid," and cut the bottom out of the basket. Genius move. But now, they had a new problem. Nobody could tell whether the ball actually went through. There were no cameras, no replay, no slow motion. Just a bunch of Victorian-era dudes with impressive mustaches arguing, "My good sir, the ball entered the cylinder," while another guy shouted, "Nonsense! Your eyes are deceiving you." The sport badly needed a way to show, instantly and undeniably, what counted as a made shot. This is where the basketball net changes everything. When nets were added to hoops, they solved the biggest problem in the game: visual confirmation. You could finally see the ball pass cleanly through. The net snapped, the ball slowed down, and nobody had to stand under the hoop squinting like they were reading a tiny price tag. And something else happened, something magical. The swish was born, that soft, addictive whisper of a perfect shot sliding through nylon. If happiness were a sound, it would be that. Players everywhere suddenly became obsessed. The net didn't just show the shot, it made the shot feel good, emotionally good, spiritually good, like the universe itself was congratulating you. Now, here's the fun part. The net wasn't designed randomly. It needs the perfect length and spacing so the ball moves downward smoothly. Too tight, and the ball gets stuck like it's being kidnapped by spaghetti. Too loose, and the ball whips around like it's having a midlife crisis. Modern nets are usually made of nylon, which gives that crisp snap as the ball passes through. That sound isn't special effects, it's physics. The ball pushes the strands aside at high speed, and that tension releases in a quick, satisfying flick. Humans love that flick. Some players take hundreds of shots a day just to hear it repeatedly. It's basically sports therapy. Believe it or not, nets also prevent referees from losing their sanity. Without nets, every game would be a non-stop shouting match. One guy says it went in, another says it didn't. Someone's cousin, who wasn't even looking, suddenly has strong opinions. And the referee, poor soul, is just standing there in the middle, trying to keep the peace while reconsidering life choices. But with nets, the ball moves in a clear, downward path. No confusion, no guesswork, no emotionally devastating arguments. The referee sees it instantly. The whistle blows, the decision stands, and nobody has to throw their shoe at another human being. Now, if you grew up playing at public courts, you already know the different stages of net evolution. There's the fresh new net that makes every shot feel like you're playing in the NBA. There's the half-ripped net that looks like it survived a typhoon. And then there's the tragic rim with no net at all, where you make a perfect shot and nobody cheers because nobody saw it happen. You're forced to announce your own points like a sad game show host. This is exactly why nets matter so much. They don't just make the game look good, they make it readable, visible, and honestly, way more fun. So why do basketball hoops have nets? Because without them, the sport would be chaos. You wouldn't know if shots counted. You wouldn't hear the sweetest sound in basketball. Referees would age 10 years every game, and pickup players at the park would still be arguing about a shot from 1998. The net is simple, it's low-tech, it's unglamorous, but it's absolutely essential. It turns a metal ring into a real scoring moment. It gives the sport rhythm, clarity, and satisfaction. And best of all, it gives you that glorious, ego-boosting, life-affirming swish. If you enjoyed this emotionally satisfying, swish-filled net story, hit that like button and subscribe for more hilarious explanations about the everyday world. And if you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our other bingeable channels. Thank you for tuning in, and join us next time here in the channel that answers all the why, what, who, where, and how questions you've always wondered about, here on Explaining Everything.